Hello. Hi, everybody.
Hi,
What's going
Zach,
on?
Ethan, Michael,
Get
Grateful,
get my chair moved up here.
Monster, Eggs McHamsters,
Eggs McHamsters. Yeah.
William, Bonjour, mon ami.
Oh. Let me get that turned down. Right on. What's everybody doing today? On this beautiful Saturday afternoon. I don't know what the weather's like in your guys' part of the world, but around here it's pretty nice.
Yeah, not too shabby.
Yeah, it's been hot as hell all week, but yesterday and today weren't so bad.
Yeah, I
So,
need more rain though.
yeah, we could use a little more rain, which would be nice.
Dang, I lost the sheen on my nails, boy.
Lost the sheen, huh?
Yeah, I shouldn't have painted them and then done chores.
Ah,
Fucking
you'll have that.
cows. Fucking cows and donkeys and fucking chickens and the fucking ducks won't
Yeah,
come.
see, and you want more animals. See, listen to you.
It's fine. I just was a little early calling them in, and the ducks were like, "No, bitch,
No,
not
we're
ready."
staying out. We're staying out.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
I heard a French accent. No, you heard the français, my boy.
Francais. Yeah, so hopefully everybody's having a wonderful day.
Katie's napping. Lucky.
Sorry for the no show last week. I was not only was I traveling on Sunday, but I was also not feeling well. Um, yeah, I'm actually just now kind of getting over what I had going on, and I guess it was allergies. I don't really know, but the amount of snot that has come out of me in the last 10 days or so is might even I might have set a world record. I'm not sure.
Should have kept
Don't
track.
know.
You should have put it in a
Yeah,
bucket.
should have filled a bucket.
Yeah.
I would have filled a couple buckets. I'm
Yeah.
afraid.
What do you think the airline would have thought?
This is
Well,
my
I gotta have my carry-on bucket.
yeah,
I
this is
don't
my
know.
snot bucket. I'm going for a world record here, people.
Right?
Yeah,
Zach said, "Oh, just talking with my friends."
yeah. Right on.
PJ says, "Glad you're feeling better."
Yeah, I was in bad shape. Now, it didn't hinder me from taking part in all the Blade Show festivities. But I wish I would have been feeling better. It would have been a lot more fun had I have actually felt good throughout the whole thing.
Zach said it was the show crud. Each show gets its own virus.
Well, I was actually getting sick prior to traveling down there. Like a couple days before going
Yeah.
down there, I was in bad shape. And the 2 days leading up to the show, my throat hurt so bad. It was unbelievable. And then the 3 days of the show, my throat, it the last day it got a little bit better.
Did you get
And
your
then
bunions removed, Mikey?
Mikey had some bunions.
I don't know. He said he had surgery yesterday and could barely walk last night.
Oh,
I'm guessing bunions.
bunions. Had the gout.
Yeah.
Had gout surgery.
Got those warts removed.
Yeah.
Toe fungi.
Absolutely. So, yeah. So
What's up, baby Cloud?
we're doing this show
His corn toe. That's right.
tonight here on Saturday because I have to fly out first thing in the morning. My flight is actually at 6 a.m. and I'm flying to New York, New York State, not New York City. Actually going to like upstate New York in the Albany area. And yeah, should be good.
Okay.
What?
First off, Sean said you were patient zero.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And Rise and Grind said Typhoid Mary, comma, it wasn't COVID-19.
No, it wasn't. I
It
didn't
wasn't
have the vid.
typhoid or the vid.
No.
It has to be allergies or something because Berkeley and I were fine.
Yeah. Yeah, so whatever I
And there's
had
been a
wasn't
couple of
contagious.
mistaken kisses, and I'm still not
Yeah.
sick.
And I never had a fever throughout any of it. I just had a whole bunch of like sinus issues and throat problems and that sort of stuff going on.
Oh, that sucks, Mikey. I've had a bone spur on my heel removed. He had bone spurs off the tip of his big toes.
Ah,
They had to fillet him open.
nice.
There's some kind of bone spur or cyst or something on my ninger. They're gonna have to take care of.
Yeah,
And we're gonna get it
one
done
of these years.
this summer. No, we're doing
Oh,
it this summer.
yeah.
We have reached that max, boy.
Yeah, we have reached
All
our.
the surgery, all the time this year.
That's right. We got a red team go.
Yeah.
Everybody's getting fixed up this year.
Right.
Tuned
It's
up.
now or never.
Yep. Family deductible is met.
Yep.
Let her breathe.
Get some apple butter. I love apple butter.
Absolutely. Yeah. So I'm
Herpesiphilis. Yep.
your boy's taking off to New York next week,
Hey, Lacey.
and I'll actually we're filming a television show, and maybe you guys have heard of it, called This Old House, and so the company I work for has asked me to be the like spokesperson for our company, and so I'll be going, and the company I work for, we have a new product out that is going to be featured on This Old House. So I'm going to start the equipment up, make sure everything is working as advertised, and do some Q&A in front of the camera, I guess. So we'll see how that goes, but it should be a good time. I'm very, very excited about it. It should be a lot of fun.
Yep, he's gonna be famous.
Yeah.
His head's gonna get bigger. He's not gonna be able to fit through the front door. Mikey,
Yeah.
that sucks. But no, I don't want to know the long story about your nasty potato toes.
Okay, nasty potato
your
toes.
fucking ingrown nails.
Yeah,
God.
I already have a very large cranium. Not quite on the level of a Jimmy Slash, but still a large cranium nonetheless.
Yeah, we should talk about that.
Oh.
So since Justin mentioned head size, we want to make it clear to everyone. We notice everyone's head size, and it's purely because
It's been a thing
a
forever.
joke
We've laughed
between
about it
us
forever.
and like creepy cat lady, she's got a gargantuan head.
Yeah. We
Justin's
always.
got a gargantuan head, and I've got a bean.
She got a tiny little head.
So we make fun of each other all the time. I mean, my brother's
Yeah.
involved. Everybody we know and are close with knows.
Sneak a knife into the filming and get your CME on film.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I could probably do that.
Oh, we need to fix this over here, then, there, and
Yeah. I could pull it out and be like, well, I need to cut this right here and show off the CME. Yeah, that would be funny. So we'll see. I have no idea if I haven't met any of the people on the show yet or anything. So
Lacey said you'll have kids pop up out of the woodwork. You know how it goes when you get famous.
yeah,
You
right.
better fucking not.
Oh,
I ain't about it. I'm not gonna put up with those trifling assholes.
I'm not gonna put up with it, huh? Have to be beating the groupies off.
Nope, homie, don't play that.
Homie, don't play that, huh? Right on. So, yeah, we thought we would, I've got some pretty funny stories from Blade Show. Some, like insider info, some stuff that most people don't talk about. Everybody tries to be all, professional and all that sort of thing. And there's a time and a place for that. And this ain't that. This is a time and a place to get real.
First, okay, rise and grind. Actually, if you want to buy a CME right this moment, go to our website. It's www.ocdforedc.com. I set up, credit card capability.
Yes,
but,
sir.
I also don't know if it's working. So if you go ahead and test that for me, that'd be great.
Yeah, it should be working. I know a couple of people have paid with credit cards.
I don't know. I just don't know.
I mean, we know
I've
the
been
PayPal.
busy at work this week, so.
Yeah, and the PayPal service is certainly working, but
He said, "Yes, be right back."
nice.
And Zach,
Let us know how it goes.
Yeah, please let me know if it's working or not. And Zach, he shared the link for This Old House's website.
Nice.
I like your style, fucker.
Zach's the best moderator in the game.
Yeah.
Best moderator in the game, right
Did
there.
Molly mention that you to you that I checked on you and the live last Sunday? She probably no, I didn't. He did check on you,
Check
Justin.
on what? I don't know what
He
we're talking about.
um Mikey, I'm old. I can't remember the conversation. You're gonna have to elaborate.
Oh, yeah. So had I been feeling better, I would have done
Oh, she has awakened.
more.
Katie is here.
Oh, nice, Katie. Hi.
Hi, friend.
Hi, Katie.
Hey, Jared.
I hope you had a nice nap.
Yeah, you spoiled ass brat. I didn't get a nap today.
I didn't either.
The hell. And we gotta get up in like the middle of the night.
Yeah, I got to get up at like 4 a.m. But yeah, it should be good. And I have no idea when the show will actually air, but I'll keep you guys posted and let you know. So once we film it, I'll find out all this info on Tuesday of this coming week, and as soon as I know when it's gonna air and stuff, I'll let you guys know.
Oh, yeah,
Should
that's
be
right.
cool.
Okay, okay, first off, Rise and Grind says, okay. DLT exclusive Capara Gray G10. What color do you think?
For CME,
Yeah. Is the hardware
great.
satin or black?
I
it be
remember
satin?
it was satin. I'm pretty sure it was. I had one of those. I think personally, I think I would do here. This is a great time to just talk about it. So I've got some new CMEs, y'all.
He's specifically asking me. He doesn't
Okay.
care what you have
I think
to
this
say.
one. I think this one.
Yeah, with the glow and that's what
Yeah,
you got. Yeah,
yeah,
I
so-
think so too. I think
So
so
here
too.
is a shred carbon fiber.
Yeah,
So
it's
that's
all
what it
satin.
looks like. Standard. Let me turn some light on here. So it catches
But that
the
one's
light
not
nicely.
on the website.
No, but we could. I have some ready to go.
Okay, we got you, boo.
So this is shred carbon fiber, but it's also glow in the dark. So you can see right there.
What do you think, Rise and Grind? What do you think?
I think it would look cool on the Capara
We could do a
photo show.
credit card transaction through our email for sure, though,
Yeah.
since that one's not on our website. But I also think that that green one would look kind of cool if you like green.
Yeah, I'm getting ready to show a couple more. So these are all shred carbon fiber, and you can see here they're all glow in the dark CMEs. Very, very cute.
Lacey said, "Ooh, it's glowy."
Yes, it is glowy.
Yes, I did tell him that Mikey almost got to go to Blade Show, but then his
Yeah.
mom had scheduled something.
Oh,
to
yeah,
help his
yeah,
grandpa.
helping your grandpa.
I did.
Yes, she did tell me about that, Mikey. And I said that that was the very responsible thing to do. Help your grandfather. There'll be many Blade shows. And so I think you did the right thing.
Oh, your
Okay.
contacts are glued to your eyeballs.
So we've got shred carbon fiber CMEs with glow in the dark resin. And then we also have got C-Tech CMEs. So here's a purple C-Tech. Here's what it looks like installated. So this is Molly's pair of 3.
You're actually seeing green and purple Rise and Grind. It looks a little more blue on camera, but in person
does it?
it's a little more purple.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
kind of violet.
It's definitely purple. So I've got purple C-Tech, green C-Tech. So there's a green one right there. And then I also have got black C-Tech. And then I've got some other colors too, but these are the ones that I have made already.
Yeah, if you want one of those Rise and Grind, which I personally recommend, either that green one for if you want a little added pop of color, or the glow in the dark.
Yeah, the glow in the dark.
Fuck would look good too. And
And
you've
then-
got secret flare.
And then we've also got some white G10. And here is the white G10 dyed red. Same material, just one's dyed red and one isn't. Now, I had some troubles. I just dyed these today. And here's the red. It turned out amazing. Looks beautiful. But then I tried to dye a few other colors. And here's a couple that I dyed purple, and it turned out like shit. But this dye right here was the synthetic RIT dye, And the purple was not just the standard RIT dye, but you can see that those did not take the color hardly at all. So I'm not really sure. I'm going to get
We
some
got some,
purple synthetic to see what's going on.
yeah, we got some testing to do.
And then this blue one right here, which is should have been aquamarine, turned out looking like country blue, which, you know, the red took fantastic and the aquamarine and the purple did not.
That's right, Lacey. That purple or green would be perfect with your mermaid one. And we were working on it, Lacey, you know? Not long ago, we were working on it. And then, so Justin, just to let you know, he doesn't really tell me all the details. He just has thoughts in his brain. And then he just says, "Surprise, I got these."
I have thoughts and then I get material and then I just, go for it.
Yeah. And then I'm like, okay, so I got more shit to put on the website. Great. Super fun.
Yeah, so we've got purple, black, green, and then I also have a couple other C-Techs that I haven't started working on yet.
Speaking of that, Dan asked, what is C-Tech?
C-Tech, well, I don't know the proper definition of it, but I can tell you what it actually is what it is like an aluminum honeycomb structure. So you can see the aluminum, it's almost like thin wire. And then they fill that with different colors of resin. And it makes this kind of pattern, and you can see it through. But it turns out looking really cool. Like Benchmade has done some gold class knives with C-Tech. There's been several different uses for it. They do like gun grips, pew grips, and different things with C-Tech. Very cool.
Yeah, wine and graphite is a good combo. So if you wanted to try out one of these white ones and see if you can't get the wine color you're looking for, that we could definitely, sell you just a bare white.
Yeah, and the bare white, so it is a little bit off white. It's not pure white.
Good, Lacey. She says, I love CME so much I don't like using my other compression lines anymore.
Here's pure white paper with the white CME sitting on it. So it's more kind of like a bone color, just to let you know.
It's a little off white.
But you can see the grain in it. It's very cool looking. I actually really dig it just by itself. Just the white looks very, very cool. But, here's one that I dyed red.
Grateful said, whenever we're finished having Justin try on bathing suits, can we talk about Blade Show?
Yep, we're going to talk about Blade Show.
He said he couldn't help it. He's just joking.
So there's many new CMEs. Now, to incorporate CMEs with Blade Show, I got a whole bunch of new materials at Blade Show to make CMEs out of. And I'm going to show you some stuff that I picked up.
We don't apologize here, Rise and Grind.
So I got this chunk right here. This is a black G10 with copper inlay. So very cool. You can kind of see the copper that's embedded in there. So I'm
there
hoping
you go, Mikey.
these are going to look very cool.
Yeah, bitching about copper all the time. Here's what you get.
Yeah, so super pumped about that. That's going to be awesome. And then I picked up some just standard white linen micarta for some scales or for some CMEs. That one's not that fun.
It's not that fun. No, it's not.
Yeah, I mean, it's just okay. I mean, it'll be cool. But,
Boring.
check this stuff out. So this is marble carbon fiber and blue G10, like marbled together. And it's really beautiful. It's kind of hard to see on camera, I'm sure, but you can see like the light reflecting on the carbon fiber, shred carbon fiber that's in there.
Hey, Nick.
Very beautiful and super pumped about that. Really, really cool. And then I got this material here. This is, what was this stuff called? Oh, Nomex. That's what it is. Nomex. This is another like structured material. This stuff here is red, white, and blue. And you can see what it kind of looks like when you put a little bit of a polish on it.
America. Yeah,
Here you go. This is a pretty good
representation.
representation here of what that stuff will look like. Red, white, and blue.
That would be pretty cool.
Yeah, that stuff will be pretty awesome. And then
Zach's gonna marble CME all the things because Egg said don't show Zach that one.
all right, so this one's one that I picked up,
Zach
and
said
this
already on it.
this is got some UV stuff going on here.
Oh, cool, grateful.
Very cool. If you can, it's kind of hard to tell on camera, I'm sure, but this stuff was pretty cool. Just something different, and yeah, very, very cool. And we got a few pieces of that. And then here's one of my favorite ones that I picked up at the show. This is a couple of pieces of a very special stuff. It is called Blood Money. And if you can see, it has shredded $100 bills all inside this resin here. And then this is glow in the dark. Here, I'm gonna have to shut some lights off for this. So this stuff is glow in the dark, and it glows extremely well. And it's got some red resin in there, some red coloring, and the shredded money. So we'll have some blood money CMEs. Should be very cool. So yeah.
I love blood money and blood diamonds. Jokes. But I do love diamonds.
Right on.
Can he make a blood diamond one?
A blood diamond one.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
I like murder shows and diamonds.
Murder shows and diamonds. Well, I don't really think that that's what blood diamonds are, so...
I just don't want to get canceled.
So, anyway, yeah, we've got several new materials. I'm looking forward to working with a few of these. A few of these I've never worked with before. So we'll see how this all works out, but
bloody hairballs.
Some cool stuff there for sure.
Or bloody ball hairs.
Right on. So, is everybody liking the new CMEs? Mm-hmm. I haven't been looking at the comments at all.
Yeah.
Right on. Get those abortions out of the way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kids nobody wanted.
Yeah. All right. Well, are we on to some Blade Show talk?
Yeah, they're dying to hear it.
Dying to hear it. Dying to hear it. Well, let's, so you guys have already seen.
Don't you love that? I picked that. I did that. It's a good color combo, huh, Zach?
Yeah, she picked it, but I did it.
Well,
let's be honest.
Yeah, he did that. Yeah, because he cleaned up my knife from my sniping weekend.
I had to totally disassemble this pair of 3 and completely clean it, like literally with a brush and water and all of that.
Yes. Where's the email? Grab the email and put that out there for old Rise and Grind.
Okay. Just a moment.
What's up, Talbert?
I'm getting there. All right, there you go.
What's up, Tom?
Yeah, if anybody wants to order something, contact us. info@ocd4edc.com. Speaking of, we posted a knife sale yesterday, and there's still a lot of really great stuff on there. So you guys go check that out when we're done here.
There's a good list, and it's barely been scratched.
Yeah. So, in somebody's live, it was the Knife Junkie the other day. I jumped on his live real quick, and he was commenting about how he came home with a few t-shirts and whatnot. And I'm pretty sure I came home after I counted them. I think I had 13 t-shirts is what I came home with.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I bought a couple of them. BJ Hill actually bought me this one right here. Thank you very much. Is BJ in here?
Mm-mm.
Oh. Well, so for those that don't know, BJ and I went to the show together. He drove down. I flew down. He picked me up at the airport. I had already reserved a hotel room, and since the ladies weren't coming, BJ and I just shacked up. the hotel room I had worked out perfect. It was like a suite, and he kind of had his own room, and I kind of had my own room, and it worked out great. Which we'll get into that a little bit more here shortly.
Real quick.
But
Katie, she asked me if I had told her that told you that her and you are going to be mega knee buddies because she's getting one of those braces too.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
And
mine already has some wobble in it just from Blade Show.
Yeah,
it's squeaking.
We have a visit to make.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to take it back and get it tuned up.
Yep. Nick says, I personally love that she took that knife and used it like it was a $5 AutoZone knife.
Yeah, she
well
did.
Well done, Miss Molly.
Yep, she did.
I told her I was gonna beat the shit out of it. It was kind of a test we're doing.
So this shirt here came from, obviously, the Pit. I'm sure most of you guys have heard people that have been to Blade Show talk about the Pit. The Pit is basically just like a common area outside the hotel. So the area where the Blade Show is held is a huge complex that
What's up, Jason?
Has this big convention center, which is called Cobb Galleria, which is where the Blade Show is. But attached to that is a hotel, and there's also a shopping mall. It's a very, very large complex. I mean, it covers a very massive area. So the Pit is basically like the common entryway to the hotel, which is called the Waverly.
What's up, anything?
And the reason they call it the Pit, there's like a recessed or lowered section in there. It's actually quite small, the area that's recessed. But there's a couple restaurants off of it. It's in that kind of whole common area is pretty good size. I mean, there was a lot of people down there on Friday and Saturday night.
It's like a big lobby.
What?
It's like a big lobby.
Yeah, it's like a big lobby, but there's restaurants off of it, and then kind of out in the middle of it, they had a DJ set up, and we're playing music, and yeah, and of
They
course
should've
serving
had
drinks and
karaoke.
stuff. Yeah, karaoke would have been fun. But anyway, so this is the Pit, and there was a group of guys, and I think they said they've been going like 20 some years consecutively, and they make these T-shirts up and sell them. So you can see here it says "Where Knives Connect Lives," but also on the right lower portion of this shirt, they added some flair to make it look like you're carrying a fixed blade in your pocket, which is pretty cool. I've never quite seen that done exactly, but pretty cool shirt. And then it also has the Pit logo on the front chest as well. Chesticle, yeah.
Yeah, it is a Vegas style lobby.
All right. Now, this is one of the shirts that I actually purchased, mainly just because I wanted to support these people. Dean and Jen Brewster are the owners of Hellacious Blades. This is just a knife dealer, and they're from Lake Wiley, South Carolina. Here's their phone number. I'm sure they have a website as well. Just phenomenal people, and they sell some really fantastic brands. Go and check out their website. Dean and Jen both, I got to meet both of them. They were super awesome to talk to. Just super, super nice people. Definitely.
Can I go shop?
Yeah.
I have these two things.
Yeah, they have several things, but here. So one of the reasons I actually got this shirt for Molly, and
he just made me take it off my body too.
yeah, she was actually wearing it, and I told her to take it off. But on the front of here, they have the anatomy of a folding knife or folding knife by Hellacious. And so you can see here there's the pointy end and the ouchy side and the super duper steel, which the super duper steel, by the way, is 19 CR 25 DZM 480 MAX A95VN. So, some good stuff there.
Nudity? This is a family show.
The bendy part, the lint chamber, the pocket shredder, the grabby side, the color, the extra color, the fidget button, the speed holes. So, yeah, I just thought it was really funny. And like I said, I just wanted to support them because they were such nice people. and they sell some really awesome stuff. So go and check them out. Hellacious Blades.
It's okay. I'm clothed, guys.
Yeah,
Jeez.
yeah, she's got clothes on.
This girl
Yeah,
does not hang out naked ever.
Just traded shirts. All we did.
Yep.
So here is just a Cold Steel shirt. They gave this out to me for being a content creator.
Michael. Mikey said, "Wait, is Molly a stripper now?" And Michael Morgan said, "Mikey, now?"
Yeah, right.
Like, this
right.
is news?
So they also gave me this tech mat, which was super cool. And BJ got one of these as well. I'm not sure what this is. I mean, it looks like it says Stink Man. I don't know what this is in reference to. I don't know who Stink Man is. So maybe some Cold Steel fanboys can tell me what Stink Man is.
Yeah, who's Stink Man? And should
but
we stay away? Is he that stinky?
Either way, the Cold Steel tech mat and t-shirt was really, really cool.
Stick
And
Man.
Is it Stick?
That's,
Because, man,
that's what Grateful said.
All right.
And Monster, both. So.
All right. Well,
Who is this Stick Man you speak of?
I mean, I thought it could be Stickman as well, but man, it sure looks like, if you look at the ends here, I don't know, you tell me, what do you think it says? I mean, I don't know. Could go either way.
Where there should be a C looks more like an N. But,
yeah.
But, you know, people's signatures are not
I just
there.
don't know who it is, so I'm not sure.
He's the guy that's in charge of CS now, and Cold Steel now.
Oh, okay. All right. Sounds good. Well, there you go. But very cool of them to give stuff out to content creators. That was really awesome. And then Blade HQ was there giving away t-shirts. I actually came home with a few of these. Really, really nice t-shirts. And that's the only thing that's on them is this right here. But very, very cool. Really nice stuff. And they were giving them away, which was pretty awesome.
Said, "Man, I wish it said sexy, man. Then I'd be, that's me." By the way, Winchester is in the house.
Nice.
Boom.
Winchester in the house. Dropping bombs. All right. So Demco Knives, also another really cool t-shirt. On the back, it's got the whole Shark Lock logo.
Rawr.
Really cool. Yeah, super pumped on the Demco shirt. It's really nice and just a fun one. And then we also got the Artisan Cutlery shirt, brown shirt, which is kind of interesting. You don't see too many of those these days. But Artisan Cutlery DC, and then I don't remember which model this is, the Tomahawk or something. I can't remember what they call this one, but I've handled it. I've had it, but I don't remember what it's called. And, oh, there is something on the back. I didn't think there was anything on the back. So, just says Artisan Cutlery on the back. Nice looking shirt. This is kind of just like an off-white color and orange. So, yeah, very cool. Mm-hmm. And then...
Don't hipsters wear brown?
Yes,
I think
they do. Yes, they do.
I have a brown shirt with a chicken on it.
Then I actually won this shirt, the Wee Knife shirt. And this one's got some flair on the back. It says, "We made better," and then M390, CPM 20CV, CPM S35VN, HRC 59 to 61, 6AL4V, and it says, "If you know, you know." So
I do know.
Pretty
I know
cool. Pretty cool stuff there. And yeah, I was pumped to win the Wii shirt. Oh, I gotta grab one thing.
Okay. You guys, he doesn't have any knives on the table. How will we ever play? I don't get it. I don't know what to do. He's probably looking for a t-shirt that I actually wore earlier today and got dirty. Oh, okay.
Nope, I wasn't. I went and grabbed these.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, so there are a few other t-shirts that I didn't have out here. Those are a handful of them. But there were a couple more, and I don't even remember what they were at this point. But yeah, there definitely were a few more.
Hide a shirt, maybe.
So I got this while I was at the show, and I haven't shown this off yet. I actually picked this up for Molly specifically, And this is the Civivi Tack and Tweeze tweezers designed by Zola. Uh, and have you used them yet? Have you
No.
used your tack
No,
and
I have
tweeze?
not had a chin hair to pluck.
You haven't had a chin hair on your chinny chin chin?
We're in between growth.
Okay. Well, anyway, here is, if you guys haven't seen these were actually at the last Blade Show.
Hell
The
yeah,
old
tactical tweezers. I'm gonna use them when I snipe too.
tack and tweeze.
Take a chin hair off of my victim.
That's right. So these things come down to a very, very nice point, if you can tell.
Here, we'll put this knife out there. They're worried because there's no knives out.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. So very, very nice tweezers here. And so it's got this little thumb wheel. You loosen it up and pull them back into the handle and just tighten it. I mean, you could put it on your keychain or something.
I'm sure I have an eyebrow hair I could pluck.
They are very, very nice. You can lock them out. And yeah, very nice tweezers.
I don't have moles or mole hairs, Winchester.
Mole, mole, mole. Mole. So I have a funny story about the tack and tweeze. So these are not available yet, but they did have them at the show. And they actually had two of these out. And I think somebody stole one of them. I'm pretty sure. I'm not 100%, but I'm pretty sure that's what happened. So if you see someone else that has these, they maybe just five-finger discounted those right off the table. Because there was absolutely two sets of them sitting there. And then when it came time to actually buy them, which I'll explain how that all worked here in a moment, but I actually bought these.
Hey, Bulldog.
Paid real dollars for them.
Yes, Jason, you are a hipster. Congratulations.
So the way that Civivi and we did their whole ordeal was they had a booth set up, and it was a square. That had tables in a square, and all the people worked inside, and they had stuff set up all the way around the square. Well, they had a bunch of prototype stuff that's not available yet around the table. And on Thursday, they opened it up for a short time. Each item had a tag associated with it, and for a short time, Friday morning, first day of the show, they opened it up and they allowed people to sign their name and number on the back of the tags, name and phone number on the back of the tags that of an item that you wanted. And the deal was that you could come back on Saturday at 4 o'clock, and they would sell all of the items. Well, so you could only write your name down on Friday. Friday morning was the only day they let you write your name down. And then all the other items that didn't have a name on them, people could come back and get in line on Saturday at 4 p.m. And then it just was first come, first serve. So the line started, and wherever your position in line, they would come and get you, and they started right at 4 p.m. So first person in line got first dib on anything on the table.
Anyone can go, Bulldog. You just have to buy tickets.
Yep, you just buy tickets. Tickets are reasonable. They're not really expensive. But anyway, so I was probably BJ and I went and got in line because there was a knife that BJ wanted. And we were probably like in the 25 to 30 people back from the front of the line. And all I wanted off the table were these tweezers. And, but there was a lot of stuff out there, a lot of really cool stuff, a bunch of prototype stuff, new models that won't be released until next year, that kind of thing. And so I look across as I'm standing there in line. I look across to the other side of the square, and Nick from old Stasa 23 is over on the side of the table, standing right next to where these tweezers are. And I'm like, "Hey, what the hell?" And so I go running over there real quick. I tell BJ to hold my place in line, go running over there, and I said, "Hey, Nick," I said, "Are you wanting those?" And he's like, "Well, no, not really." And he actually had these in his hand when I went over there. And I said, "Well, I want to get those for my wife." Uh, I said, "I'm in line over here," and I said, "Just hold on to them for me." So he just stood over there, just kind of acting like he didn't know what was going on, and uh, and just had these in his hand along with a couple other things. And anyway, so once it got to my time in line, I went over there and walked over to get the tweezers. There were no tweezers there available, and so I'm not sure where the other pair of these went. Like I said, I'm pretty sure someone just walked off with them. But either way, I was able to get them because Stasa held them for me.
Yep. Thanks,
So
Nick.
yeah, it was awesome. Good times.
Who is Seraphin?
Yes, he was there at the show.
Yeah,
I didn't meet him,
Right.
but yep.
right. And he said multiple times, sorry, missed you. But
Yeah, that
picked
sucks.
up a Les George VECP on bearings, and it was a
Nice.
pleasure to meet the man. And a Guardian Tactical Recon OTF and an 80-20.5. And I didn't expect to get any of these.
Yeah, right.
But something else.
Yeah, absolutely. That's super cool. So, yeah, it's a bummer that we couldn't meet up down there, but, it's pretty wild and crazy. And the way that everything works out.
He said, LOL, sniper layaway.
Yeah, sniper
right.
layaway. That's right.
I taught the boys well.
So I had my kind of plan of attack throughout said show was first place I went. I had an early pass, so I got in a little bit early on Friday. But my first plan was to go to TRM, and because I really wanted to get my hands on the TRM Shadow. And as you can see, I was successful in my quest. It was kind of comical because when they let us in the small room. There were 2 rooms, and it was a little bit of a shit show, but we made it. We got there, and I went straight to TRM's first thing that I did on Friday morning, and this is what I picked up. Marianne was an absolute sweetheart. She gave me a couple of sets of the O-rings for the thumb stud. And
Keeps talking about how sweet this Marianne person is. Am I going to have to lay down? No.
so she also gave me, for my daughter, a titanium guitar pick that Les made. So you can see the Three Rivers logo there on the guitar pick, and Berkeley is loving the guitar pick. She says it works beautifully, and it's
Yeah, if you don't know that story, she bought a guitar from a kid at school for $15, amp and all.
yeah. I don't know what brand it is, whatever, electric guitar.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, it functions.
Yeah.
Actually, I had to fix it for her, but that old dad came through in a pinch.
Old
but-
dad always do.
They got some really cool packaging for the Shadow. You can see here TRM manufacturing, and then on the other side it says, I used to be sugarcane, because this plastic tube is made out of sugarcane.
Well, hi, Todd. Sorry
So-
you can't stay long.
Very cool. But yeah, so the TRM Shadow, very, very cool piece. I've got a video coming on this. You'll see it very, very soon. It's an interesting knife for sure, and I guess, in my opinion, the best thing that TRM is making for sure right now. And I'll get into it in the review video. You guys will see it very, very soon. Actually, I have several videos that are already uploaded. They're just private. But they will be coming in the next several days. You'll see many, many videos coming out. So stay tuned for all of that. But the TRM Shadow was super cool.
I do worry about that, Jason. I really do. They're saying Marianne's sweetheart, no need to worry. And
Yeah.
Jason says, Molly, I think you need to worry about the BJ that Justin had in the car after paycheck. The BJ Hill that, yeah, he
Yeah.
worries me a lot.
Yep. but yeah, so I was really happy to get my hands on the TRM. Um, and like I said, yeah, I'll fill you guys in on all the details on this knife, the good, the bad, the all the stuff. So it's definitely a cool one. And yeah, I'm pumped that I got my hands on it.
Chad said, "Oh no, I turn on and TRM."
Yep. So after that was my first stop was TRM, and after that I went straight to Hogue. I went to the Hogue booth after that, and then so at the Hogue booth it was kind of funny. They did not have the show special decas yet, which was kind of interesting. I fully expected them to be there, but they actually got delivered to the Hogue booth by UPS on Friday. Day of show is when they came in from UPS. So that was kind of, just cutting it really close, but hey, they made it. And so I was able to pick those up. I also picked up another, do I have it out here? Oh, I do. I picked up another Hogue. This is a model that's not yet been released. This is called the Ballista, and this will not be released until next year. And it is a side opening auto, and it's an axis lock, or they call it an able lock, but axis style auto. And it's a beautiful knife, S30V. It's like the Desert Warrior style colorway.
No way, Rise and Grind. This wife doesn't do that. He said, Molly, it's
Oh,
okay.
she absolutely puts out. I'm not sure
No,
what
whoa,
she's.
whoa, whoa. Back up, boy. He said, Molly, it's okay to admit that he got the tweezers so you could handle his nose and ear hair issues. My wife does the same.
Oh.
I'm not that wife.
No, she's not that wife. I have to do my own maintenance.
I know that's a majority of women, but no, I'm not. I'm just not.
Yeah, no.
I don't ask you to do shit to me.
No.
I mean, unless it's dire and we need assistance.
Yeah, like she's done surgery on my back before and like cut things off me and whatnot, but like those instances are few and far between.
Yep. I'm not that wife that sits there and picks at my husband while we watch TV.
Nope. Nope, that doesn't happen.
I can't. I just can't. But I'll cut the shit out of you.
I am happy to announce that Hogue has made some huge improvements on their pocket clips. And yeah, that's fantastic because they needed to. They were lacking in the clip department. The Ballista has got an absolutely beautiful clip. It's wonderful.
She attacked you.
The new Deca absolutely has a beautiful clip. And I'm super pumped on that. The new Deca.
Mugen doesn't wear diapers. I have a shovel to pick up his poopies.
I do not think that I have the new Deca here. Here.
The animals don't count.
The animals don't count?
No.
Okay.
Do you watch Dr. Pimple Popper?
No.
I have seen people's reactions to some Dr. Pimple Popper, and I'm actually quite interested because the pimple popping part, that I haven't seen any of that, but removing huge like fatty cysts and stuff, that's straight surgery, and I love that shit.
Yeah. So anyway, going to the Hogue booth was really cool, getting to meet all them, and I picked up some of the Hogue rubber work mats. I've got a black one, a purple one, and like I guess gray, but it's kind of, I don't know, some color.
No, Winchester. There were no Hogues. Well, there were some Hogues.
Yes, there were.
But I don't think you could have got them.
They're everywhere. Oh.
Yeah? No?
Yes,
Easy?
please.
Easy pickings?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you kidding me?
All right, Winchester.
Old
yeah.
Dad's got skills.
No, I'm talking about Winchester.
Oh, I thought you were
I
talking
don't know.
about me.
Okay, fine. Winchester, Justin, fucking wingman each other up.
There you go. Yeah.
And all have the divorce papers available immediately.
I just walk up to him and say, "Hey, you want to go in halves on a bastard?"
Yeah, and all those fucking trash bitches are like, Yeah, let me get my ass out of my yoga pants.
Absolutely. So anyway, the rubber Hogue mats, very cool, and
Exactly, Todd.
yeah, good fun.
Mugen's potty trained.
So yeah, picked up a few of those. That was cool. Um, yeah,
Zach shared a link to Dr. Bimble Pop.
Dr. Pimple
I
Popper.
love
There you
it.
go. There you go. So yeah, my
Oh,
my first two like have to go to places was TRM and Hogue. Those were the two that I absolutely wanted to go and hit. And then of course, I had a whole bunch of people that I wanted to meet and say hello to and different things like that. One of the people that I absolutely was pumped to go and meet in person because we had never met in person
welcome, Ray. It's Bulldog's
was,
husband.
oh, right on. What's up?
Welcome, Mr. Bulldog.
So this Sean Hassan at Tepe Designs.
Yes, this was your first
I
Blade show. Yep.
Yes, correct. Yep, my first Blade show. And Sean Hassan, does amazing knife designs like the Tucson TS328 right here, which is absolutely gorgeous and beautiful.
What's up, Pro X?
And he even had awesome aluminum business cards, which were fantastic and they're beautiful.
They want us to put a GoPro
And
on
then,
Mugen for a live stream.
okay. And then I got this leather slip from him, which is absolutely gorgeous and beautiful. I can't remember. He told me the guy's name who makes these. I can't remember what it was, but it's this SV down here. And this is quite possibly the best smelling leather that I've ever had in my hand.
Oh yeah, I was
It's so
sniffing
good.
the crap out of it, and Justin was like, "Stop smelling all the smell out
Yeah,
of it."
yeah, she was sniffing all the smell out of it. She's had her nose like stuck down in this hole
Give
here.
it to me. I need a hit.
Oh, it's so good. So good.
Oh, it's like walking into like a high class,
The high
I'm
end.
talking high end
Yes.
tack shop.
Yeah, this ain't.
Oh, we get an English saddle of the most expensive nature.
Yeah, this isn't.
Oh, I love
This
it.
isn't just your leather smell. This is like high end. I mean, it's so good, so good.
Yeah.
But these are made out in California, apparently by some local guy out there. And Sean Hassan just recently moved. And
Sergio Valentino.
oh, is that who it is? Okay, perfect. He left the insanity out there on the left coast and moved to North Carolina just very recently. I think just a few months ago. And he's loving life in North Carolina, so that's awesome to hear.
Nick wants to see your M48.
We're getting there.
I would just in case you weren't gonna.
No, we're gonna get there.
Be patient, I guess, because now I'm in trouble.
Patience is a virtue.
I hate that saying.
So anyway, Sean Hassan was amazing to get to meet him in person, and we hung out a little bit, and just shot the crap, and checked out some awesome, amazing Tucsons. This one here, the 328, is absolutely gorgeous.
Grateful said, no clue on the name. It just,
Oh,
oh God, where's it at? It just sounded Italian and leathery.
Sergio Valentino, got it. Yeah, I had no
a
idea.
Russian Italian guy.
Yeah, well, that guy, And then, the new button lock from Tucson,
Thank you, Zach.
the 313. There we go.
Oh yeah, it's Stetson level.
It's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Full tie button lock. M390 blade steel. Absolutely beautiful. Good in hand. Yeah. Gorgeous.
Did you donate to any charities at Blade Show?
Knife Rights. Knife Rights had a little thing set up, and we went and checked that out. Did a little donation.
A little donation. If I ever got a Tucson, that would be the one.
Which one?
The one he just had? No, not the one. The three.
The
one,
328. Did Chad say he has this in his pocket now?
Yes, he did.
Yeah, Chad. You liking the 328? I love it. I think it's a beautiful knife. Absolutely gorgeous. So.
Yeah, Chad had to beg somebody for the 313.
Yeah. Yeah, the 313 is absolutely beautiful as well. It's, yeah, absolutely gorgeous. So, we're
Bye,
going to.
Todd. Thanks for stopping by.
Later on, Todd.
I call for public bonation stations across the country. That's funny that you say bonation stations.
Yeah.
Because,
stay tuned.
There might be something
There might
with
be
that terminology.
Might be some stuff coming. You never know.
Maybe we'll set up donation stations.
Yeah. We may have some Tucson stuff coming. You never know.
I don't know. Who
Maybe
knows?
some things. Maybe some stuff. New stuff.
More stuff. Just more things.
Yeah. Right on. All right. So we got Sean Hassan and we got two sons. And then we might as well talk about we can talk about Medford. So against everything that is holy, I ended up purchasing a Medford. Never in a million years did I think that I would buy a Medford knife. I most certainly did not go there with the intention of buying a Medford.
Do you know how long it's taken to get Tucson's when you order?
It's 2 to 4 weeks, somewhere in that range.
Oh, monster. Oh, no.
I was a little bummed that my Medford didn't come in the nice, like Pelican box. It just came with this zipper pouch. But that's okay because the packaging's not that big of a deal. And here it is, the M48. Absolutely beautiful. Mine's the variant that is PVD coated on the lock side. The pocket clip is absolutely gorgeous. If you guys have not seen my review on this knife, you should go check that out. It's posted. It's live on YouTube right now. And this thing is absolutely gorgeous. And in my opinion, by a pretty long way, is the best thing Medford's making right now.
Listen, y'all, he ain't gonna have any sons, cause ain't no trifling hoes spin with my hubs. Cause I'll fucking snipe a bitch.
Oh, you'll snipe a bitch?
Fucking snipe a bitch. He's mine. I own him. It's in the contract.
It's in the contract.
Did everyone see Shredder's post? Everyone needs to follow the link. No, I have not. We'll have to check it out.
I don't know what that is. So the M48 is absolutely a beautiful knife, and just a really, really wonderful, functional EDC, and it's mind-blowing that this came from Medford. It's lightweight, it's slim in the pocket. The pocket clip is one of the best I've ever seen.
The history, 10 out of 10.
The history of it is beautiful. Like, there's so many things going on here, and I absolutely love it. The quality on it is really, really good.
Winchester, you nasty.
So, all the way around, just super pumped with this thing.
So, they just didn't make anything good before, huh?
They didn't make anything that was my style.
Yeah.
And their
you just
quality,
weren't a Medford man.
No, their quality control was subpar at best.
Mm-hmm. That makes a difference. It counts for something.
Yeah, it just wasn't my speed.
That's awesome.
They made a couple that had 1/8-inch blade stock, like the Slim MIDI, but still, like, the pocket clip wasn't really functional, and it just wasn't a really good EDC design. There was a big cutout in the blade that's just a junk catcher, and just there's many reasons why this thing is far superior. And like I said, it's the best EDC knife they've ever made by a pretty long margin. pretty wide margin, I should say. So, yeah, Medford coming in hot with the M48. Really, really cool piece.
Coming in hot.
That's right. Too hot for the hot tub.
Gonna make you sweat.
That's right.
You going somewhere?
Nope. So
Jed
yeah.
Hornbeck lost his wife to a stroke. It was Shredder's post. They have 4 kids under 10. Dude.
What now?
That's fucked up and sad.
What is it?
The Shredders, I'm assuming, have a YouTube channel, which I am not aware of, and you aren't either.
Okay.
Jed Hornbeck, I'm guessing, is one, is involved here. I don't, whatever.
Okay.
And he lost his wife to a stroke, and they have 4 kids
really?
under 10.
Wow. That's really unfortunate.
They made Tactical Freedom Eagle bricks.
I'm not familiar with them, but I'm really sorry to hear that.
Hey, Nate.
Yeah, that's really, really unfortunate.
Shredder's knife reviews. That is so sad.
Yeah, I did not know anything about that. So
They're doing a GoFundMe. Yeah, that's terrible.
yeah, so anyone that knows about that, okay, Zach just posted something about it. Go check that out. Yeah, that's really, really unfortunate. I'm really sorry to hear that, and that's yeah, scary stuff.
No, we can't be losing wives.
Nope.
No.
Knife wives matter.
That's right.
Yep. That's terrible. I'm sorry to hear about that.
That's terrible.
Yes. Yes, it is. Yeah, so along with the Medford stuff, got a little Medford patch here. They've got the Praetorian, I think that's the, Praetorian tie or something they've got on the patch. The knife that's on the top of the patch there, that's kind of their flagship model, if you will. One of the most expensive ones that they make anyway.
Okay.
Yep. So.
Cool.
Yep. Right on. What else did I bring out here?
Did you already go over the Tucson button lock? Thoughts on specifically the blade shape?
Yeah, I posted a video about both of these, the 313 and the 328. You can go check that out. I disassemble both of them in that video and talk all about them. Check the factory edges and all those things.
Yeah, sure. Check it out.
Specifically, the blade shape. I dig it. It's like an American Tonto. Hollow ground on this portion right here. Very nicely done. It's got a pretty nice thick tip. You're not going to worry about breaking the tip off of it. There's quite a bit of girth there. And
he said girth.
I did. And it's just a really nice functional EDC. And it looks very nice. I mean, the aesthetics are subjective, but I like the way it looks. I think it's a good looking knife. You like the look?
It's aight.
Yeah. So there you go.
Girthy,
it's a good one.
Like your mom.
What'd you say?
I said girthy, like your mom.
Girthy, like my mom's not very girthy.
I know, but she's not.
But I got where you were going with that.
It's just your mom jokes.
Yeah. So we got piles of stickers, a whole bunch of stuff.
So many stickers.
Yeah, hung out with Lou, Long Island Knife Guy. If you guys aren't following him, go and do that. We got little Winkler knives. Oh, and then we have, the DLT Georgia Peach sticker, ATL 2021. And then we've got some Martin knives there. You gotta have the ladies involved here. Here you go. There's a good one.
Sex sells.
Little Martin knives.
Doesn't mean I have to like it.
So, There you go. Yeah, another DLT. So, the Martin knives, fancy stuff right there. Yep. So, good good times. And then I think these were artisan cutlery stickers there. So, all kinds of good stuff from Blade Show. So,
How are you gonna have a sticker that
we got
doesn't-
some. What's that?
Never mind.
You talking about this one?
No.
Oh.
No. Just like you
I
would
thought you
think
were-
they'd put their logo or something on there so you know.
Well, they did. I mean, that's the artisan logo on the blade.
Oh. And is
But it's
that
kinda
a
hard to-
model that they
Kind of hard to see or
Gotcha.
tell. But I like the pots of gold here. Are pretty comical.
are they over her boobies.
And
she
the
got
poon.
gold in her poon too.
Yeah.
She might want to
Gold-
clean that out.
Gold in the poon.
I don't think you're supposed to have gold in the poon. Irish
I think I
ladies, how
saw-
do you feel about that?
Yeah, Irish ladies.
I'm sorry.
I'm pretty sure I saw earlier that Zach
It's
gave
close.
us a little donation.
Yes, I
a
said-
donation.
yeah.
Oh, okay. So thank
Yeah,
you
he
very
gave
much,
us a
Zach.
little donation.
Thanks so much for the donation. We appreciate it.
It's classy because she's wearing a top hat.
That's right. That is correct.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so you guys want to hear some good stories from Blade Show? Story time with OCD. You have to let me know if you want to hear some good
I
stories.
saw that Medford at the show, but I have to admit I wanted one of his standard monster knives.
Okay, there you go.
Sexy redhead too. Redheads, Mikey,
Redheads.
knows.
Redheads are batshit crazy.
they have no soul.
Yeah, and this is where all your shit gets burned and you end up in jail.
Yeah, Mikey's was an exemption, but I feel like he's gonna grow up to be crazy. Stories. Hell
Stories.
yes. Is that
Stories.
a pickle
Hell
in your
yes.
pocket or is it a Martin knife?
All right.
Oh, Zach again.
Oh.
He says $5. He says, "Does that make me a bonator?"
Absolutely. Thank you so much for the donations.
Hey Todd, you bonator master
That's right. Okay,
and master modder.
So I'm going to give you a couple of good stories here. Now, I want to preface this with anyone that I reference in this story. I want you to know, in these stories, I want you to know that I love you, and I'm not picking on anybody or anything like that. I'm just telling funny stories, just things that were funny about Blade Show. Okay.
Eggs wants to know. Or he said, "Yay, story. So how did BJ treat you like a real man?"
Oh no, BJ was good to me actually. So I
They
told you.
spooned nightly.
Oh, duh. I already told you that BJ got me that T-shirt. Thank you very much, sir. I greatly appreciate it. But as I said, I was feeling like shit through the whole entire thing. And just to tell you how we rolled, we closed down the pit every night, and we're there. So the pit closed at like at 12:30, 1 a.m., something like that. I don't know exactly what time it was, but then our party just moved outside, and we were there till 3:30 in the morning each night. So just to tell you the kind of state that we were in, hopefully that just kind of sums it up. that we knife showed hard. We took in all Knife Show had to offer, or Blade Show, I mean.
Maybe I shouldn't ever go to a Blade show because this doesn't sound like my cup of tea.
Well,
Or can I just go to the hotel?
absolutely, yes, yeah. So when it gets like there were
you got me till like 1, maybe.
there were some wives there that certainly were just like, peace, bitch, I'm out.
Right?
Yeah, because once the drinking started happening and just a bunch of shit talking and whatever, yeah, just a bunch of
Yeah. that was
jackassery.
wicked. I don't care about the jackassery. I just like value sleep more.
Yeah, right. Well, the good thing is it doesn't start crazy early in the morning, so
Oh, well, that's good. Is it a lot of drinking? Like, I don't do the drinking, so like I would be lost. Molly, you and I can hang out then. No, boy, I'm going to bed.
No, you don't have to drink.
Yeah, you don't have to
like,
drink.
Nobody's twisting your arm to drink, and
It's
I
just
mean, there
adults
are.
having adult beverages
That's
if
it.
they please.
Yeah, it's not like crazy, insane.
It's not like a fucking rave.
No,
Like
nothing
everybody's
like
doing
that.
drugs and drinking.
No, it's nothing like that at all. It was just up late, just bullshitting. I mean, yes, there were some beers drank, no doubt about it. There were some cocktails, mixed drinks, that sort of thing. But absolutely, you could have just drank, water, whatever. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, I do.
You do you.
Grab assery. I just have a limit.
Okay, so one of my observations throughout all of this, so the people that I hung out with a bunch throughout Blade Show was like Lou, Long Island Knife Guy. Hung out with him quite a bit. Awesome guy, ton of fun with him. Nick from Stasa 23. Shout out to Nick. He was awesome. It was great to finally meet him in person. Had a ton of fun with Nick.
Thanks for the tweeze assist.
Yeah, thanks for the tweeze assist. It was awesome. And then, of course, BJ. BJ and I were pretty much together the entire time. And then Super Steel Steve. Shout out to Super Sis. Cool guy. We had a good time. Bama Knife Guy. He was there. Really awesome guy. A lot of fun to be around.
Enjoy television, Blade or Bulldog. Thanks for coming.
Right on. Have a good night. And then Bugsy. What the hell's his name of his channel? Bugsy Craftworks, I think. He's a YouTuber from up in the Jersey area. Corey is his name. Really good guy. I was not familiar with him prior to, but just a cool guy. Had fun with him. And Triple B, Big Brown Bear, Sean. He was there. Nice guy. And he was kind of on a mission, doing kind of frat boy drinking, whatnot. But, nice guy. Good times. Met Zelric from Zelric. Why can't I think of his channel?
I don't know. Drinking helps for sure.
Terrell from Todd Knife and Tool.
It helps me be
Zelric.
social.
Yeah, he's from Springfield, Missouri. Met him in person. Good time hanging out with him. And then, of course, I met people like Greg Medford and Sal and Eric Glesser. Hung out with them. Actually gave Sal and Eric's CMEs, which was really cool. They thought it was really awesome, and were pretty pumped on it. And, I handed them my pair of 3, and they messed around with it. Thought it was really cool. So that was a lot of fun. But so one of the things that was really comical, there was a guy, and I think he has a YouTube channel, and I can't think of what the name of his YouTube channel is, but he is friends with Stasa, and it was quite comical, and I laughed several times because he was just attached to Stasa the entire show. Like anywhere you saw Stasa, this guy was with him, and it was pretty comical. One of the other things that was really quite funny. Speaking of people I met, Rodney and Ryan Pearson. They were there at the show. Got to meet them.
Hey, Big Red.
Really cool. Big Red in the house? Mm-hmm. Big Red, what up, yo?
Mikey wants to know how many knives you had on you because he saw that there was like a rule you could only have one unless you were presenting in a booth.
No, that's false. I had, between my backpack and my pockets, I probably had 10 to 15 blades on me at all times. So, with a bunch of those being in my backpack. But yeah, no. Nobody checks your bags or anything like that. So, yeah, I don't know where that came from, but that's not true. But anyway, Rodney and Ryan Pearson, awesome to meet them. Bob from Knife Junkie was awesome to meet Bob. I'm sure I'm missing some people here, but anyway, one of the other funny things that happened while we were there.
Oh, Kate got ousted. She's got
What?
her messages aren't going through, and Eggs said, message that Katie's messages aren't going through, and I said she got ousted.
Gotcha.
YouTube said no more Katie.
No more Katie. They
human.
said take a nap, woman.
Yeah, take a nap.
Take a nap. So one of the things that was really funny was BJ. BJ is very piss poor with directions and just being aware of his surroundings. And it did not get better as the show went on. It was quite funny to me.
Like dealing with a toddler?
Well, by the end of Saturday or like by midday Saturday, I had a pretty good understanding of the whole floor layout, where people were and all that kind of stuff, and how to get from here to there and everywhere. Yeah, no, he did not have that down at all. Where we parked in relationship to where, all
That's
these
awesome,
different things.
Seraphin.
It was really, really funny. One of the great stories of the said trip was this would have been, I think, Sunday morning. Yeah, Sunday morning. So we shut down the pit on Saturday night. If there's any kids in here, you might want to earmuff it.
No kids that I'm aware of.
Okay. All right. So let's get into the good stuff here.
Mikey, put your earmuffs on.
So all right. So we shut down the pit on Saturday night. We'll come back to some pit activities here in a minute. We're gonna circle back in a minute. But so we left there at 3:30 in the morning, something like that. Go back to our hotel room, and at this point, I'm just wanting to pass out. Like, I'm not feeling well, on top of being up and walked like 15 miles that day. They were just big days, long days, tons and tons of walking, and yeah, good. I mean, awesome time, but also I was exhausted. And so BJ and I are staying in this hotel room, and I had like the bedroom in the back of it, and he had like this common area or living room setting, but had a couch with the fold out, whatever. So BJ, we're each staying in a room, but we shared a bathroom in the middle of our room.
Panda's great, Jason. You need to try it again.
And there was a little kitchenette, but in our room, the little kitchenette, the counter for the little kitchenette was really tall, like really tall, way taller than normal kitchen counter height. It was like high top bar height. So 10 or 12 inches taller than like a normal kitchen counter. So anyway, I wake up, we go to bed like 3:30, 3:45, something like that. I wake up at like 5:30 or something a.m. and I have to piss like no other. And so I jump up. I'm just in, my boxers. I run to the bathroom,
Your MeUndies.
hit the door. Yeah, my MeUndies. I hit the door and it's locked. Now, at this point, I didn't investigate the situation any further because I had to piss, and it was like crisis time, like full on crisis.
Right, team, go.
So I turn around, about to piss in the sink at the little kitchenette, when I realize that counter is way too high. So for a couple of seconds, I contemplate, do I try and arc it into the sink, or I run around trying to find something to stand on really quick so I can piss in the sink, because I'm thinking are we gonna trick shot this motherfucker? I don't have a trick shot. And then I find a Gatorade bottle, and let me tell you, when I tell you it felt good to let this thing go in a Gatorade bottle, that's the understatement of the century. Like, all the guys know what I'm talking about, but I had shivers. It was like, oh, it was so good. Well, that feeling only lasted a handful of seconds, because it was very apparent very quickly that I got way more piss in me than what this bottle's going to hold. And so in the middle of this wonderful, amazing piss that would have been so good in front of a toilet or anywhere outside, I had to pinch that bitch off, dump said bottle in the sink, and then go for round two. And let me tell you, it was a full blown crisis. Now, I ended up pulling it off like a champion. I didn't spill a drop. All that was good. You know, I'm a seasoned professional. You know what I mean?
Seasoned professional.
However, I was extremely pissed off the next morning when BJ tells me that he passed out in the bathroom standing up. And so he was in there and just locked the door. Had I known that, I'd have kicked the door open. But I didn't know that. I didn't know what he was doing in there. I just knew I had to piss real, real bad. And it had to happen immediately. So yeah, had anybody, I mean, had we have had like surveillance cameras in there,
Blade Overflow 2021.
you would have seen my fat ass frantically running around trying to find something to stand on, and then grabbing a Gatorade bottle, just like, oh God. And yeah, really funny. And after the fact, I was just laughing to myself. It was really comical.
And didn't BJ say that he passed out, but then he woke up because his hat fell off?
His hat fell off and hit the ground, and it woke him up. So after all that, I ended up waking up at like, I don't remember what time it was, 8 o'clock or something. And I go in the bathroom and I hit the light switch, and the lights don't come on in the bathroom. I'm like, what in the hell? Well, there was a GFI outlet on the wall, and for some reason it was tripped. There was nothing plugged into it. So I don't know if BJ just hit it with his hand or so. I don't know what happened there. But I hit the GFI, it comes back on, lights come on, and I look around the bathroom, and BJ's hat is on the floor. All the stuff that was on the counters just like shoved to one side. There's like stuff that's fallen on the floor. Nothing like actually damaged, but you could tell some flailing happened.
Conundrum happened.
Yeah, there was a conundrum that happened in the bathroom. So I took a shower. BJ's passed out on the couch, and yeah, it was really comical. What?
Oh, well, I'm guessing. I can only guess. Because somebody said that's why you need to buy the bigger Gatorades. And Zach shared a link to CBS.com.
Oh, to bigger Gatorade bottles?
I'm guessing.
Yeah, well, next time I go down there, I'll know to have a bigger bottle on hand.
Or maybe to one of those pee jugs.
Yeah, one of those pee jugs. There you go. So that was one event that happened. One of the other things that was really comical, you guys may have seen in a few of the videos that I posted, I cut my hand right there. It was actually quite deep. It's healed up quite a bit. I actually had to put some like those steri strips or whatever, butterfly bandages on it, trying to hold it together. Cut myself with the shadow right here, which, yeah, shit happens. But the funny part about it was, I think most people probably nick themselves here or there. I also nicked myself right here on my thumb.
I have a catheter installed.
I nicked my thumb right there with Steve, old Super Sis's 80 20.5. And that was one of the nights that we were outside till like 3 a.m. And he told me the next day that he pulled out his 80 20.5 and there was blood all over the handle of it.
It was a catheter he blinked.
Oh, it was a catheter. Gotcha.
With a bag, yeah.
Nice. So I bled, or at least we're assuming it was me. Don't know 100%, but bled all over Super Sis's 80 20.5. And then, speaking of which, where is that thing? Let me grab that.
We got to take.
Which, is William in here?
He was. Are you still in here, Mr. Lenderman?
So this will be headed out to you tomorrow, Mr. Lenderman.
And hell yeah, Katie.
Along with there's a handful of things that are headed out. But anyway, this is the 80 20.5. For those that haven't seen it, which you've probably been living under a rock if you haven't seen this yet. And so I cut my thumb right there. It was just a little tiny cut. and bled all over it. And yeah, so old Super Sis had a bloody 80/20.5. Now, the person that cut themselves relentlessly. Any guesses? Any guesses on who cut themselves over and over and over and over again at Blade Show?
What's an 80/20.5?
This right here. This
That
is an
guy.
80/20.5. Right there. Um, any guesses on who cut themselves over and over again?
Isn't the old saying, if it draws blood, isn't it yours for life?
Yeah. Yeah.
BJ.
A bunch of people say these things.
Grateful says BJ.
Well, Grateful, you would be correct. BJ cut the shit out of himself. I don't know how many times.
Oh, what's
but,
an 80/20.5 was a joke.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right. BJ cut the shit out of himself many times throughout Blade Show. And at one point, he cut the shit out of his finger. And it was bleeding all over hell and back. I mean, I'm talking just drip, drip, drip everywhere. And we were outside. And I mean, it's starting to look like a murder scene, And so what does BJ do? Like any good hillbilly, BJ finishes his beer and then sticks his cut finger in the beer bottle to catch the blood dripping off of his finger. Now, this did not work. This was not a good tactic. This did not stop the bleeding or anything even remotely close to that. But I can't even remember why. Someone had some rubber gloves.
You went a pat on the back, Grateful.
Someone had some rubber gloves, and they hand one to BJ and said, "Here, you can use this like a tourniquet and tie it around your finger." Does BJ do that? Nope. He just puts the rubber glove on. And his finger is cut to shit now, I'm telling you. I mean, this thing's bleeding bad. And, we're a bunch of guys standing around drinking beer at like 2:30 in the morning.
Right,
Nobody
Jared?
gives a shit that he's bleeding.
Yeah.
But other than we just don't want the blood all over us.
Right.
And so he puts his hand in this glove. Well, immediately he's like, I could feel all the blood in the glove. Of course you can.
That's
so,
hillbilly knives and gear for you.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right.
At least he could tell how much blood was lost with the bottle.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, he didn't keep his finger in the bottle for very long. That was a pretty short-lived tactic.
Oh, we're gonna have to get that finger cut kit and send it to him.
Yeah. It was really, really funny. And the funniest part is when I first showed up there, BJ gives me he made me an extremely nice first aid kit to have in my truck.
Oh God, I forgot about that.
Yeah, it's already in my truck. But it was beautiful. It's in a little red bag, and it's got a lot of really fantastic stuff in it. And he made it for me, and I'm extremely appreciative. It was really awesome. Why did you set this out here?
What are you talking about?
What do you mean, what am I talking about? You just start putting random knives out here? I knew exactly that wasn't out here before.
It took you a minute.
No, I just hadn't looked over there.
Oh, Mikey!
Anyway, you guys are trying to come up with funny haha jokes. So he makes this first aid kit. But do you think we have it in the truck with us where we are handling a bunch of knives? Nope. It's in the hotel room.
Hey, Chris.
And so, it's just a comedy of errors and blood and empty beer bottles and all of that.
Could BJ make me a first aid kit? I'm sure he could, Mickey. Message him on the Insta.
Yeah.
I met a pretentious hillbilly once, insisted I call him Hill William. Got me in the giggles.
Hill William, huh?
Yeah. Shut up, Molly. It's too late. He knows.
So I was going to show you. So after all these cuts, okay. So here's one of the pictures I have received since Blade Show from BJ. And check out his finger. His Band-Aid is over a cut here, but look at the cut that's under the clear portion of the Band-Aid. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Does it show up on there?
Yes.
Okay. So that's one of the pick. That was post Blade Show, people. Okay. Now, and then he also, so a couple of days after Blade Show, I was on the phone with BJ, and as I'm talking to him, I hear him go, "Son of a bitch!" And then he goes, oh, and I'm like, "What are you doing?" He goes, "I just cut the fuck out." And he starts freaking out, and then he sends me this picture. This was a couple days after the show. Okay, he had already lost a lot of blood prior to this,
Jeez.
and then this happens. Really, really funny.
This boy.
There you go. There you go.
Drink and flick. That's right, Pro X.
So, stuff like that. Good times.
That's right, Jared. That's exactly what you do. You stick your finger in your mouth, visualize how bad it really is, find electric tape and paper towel, rep vicariously, and if the bleeding doesn't stop, you super glue that motherfucker.
There you go. Yeah.
I always just
You
go
can do
straight
that.
for super glue.
Yeah, super glue works well. But, so how many of you guys have ever heard of coal cracker bushcraft? Anybody out there familiar with coal cracker bushcraft?
Paging coal crack for...
Coal cracker bushcraft.
There you go. I screwed up.
So they were there, had a booth set up. They were giving out these little cups. So we got the Sharp AF, bro. Sharp AF. CoalCrackerBushcraft.com. So that was pretty cool. Got to meet those guys. Good times.
Cold crapper, yeah.
Yep. So, yeah. Has anyone got any questions or anything about Blade Show and what, like, if you want to go, anything you want to know about it?
Anyone? It takes a second.
Are you tending?
Yeah.
Yeah,
of course
but you're
I
not
am.
even looking. You're
I'm
just
trying
staring
to
off into
keep
La
my
La Land.
Stitches from busting in my feet. I'm sorry. You should definitely do that because I'd be nasty. I am, yes, great channel.
My stuff is
Nice to meet you at Blade. Dave said. So you met Dave?
I don't know. Dave who?
Warren?
Oh, yeah, Dave Warren, absolutely. Yeah, that was another one. I met Dave and his wife at Tuya Knife. Really awesome people. It was wonderful to meet you, Dave. And yeah, Tuya Knife. He's got some pretty cool new stuff coming, it sounded like. So looking forward to that.
Nice.
Yep. Can't go wrong with Tuya Knife. So definitely go check out Tuya Knife and Mr. Dave Warren.
On over there.
Yeah.
What would you do different next year at Blade Show?
Take my wife.
Yeah.
No, you're like
Yeah.
no.
No, I mean either way, I think we would have had a great time there as well. As far as do differently, I don't know that I would do anything like necessarily differently. I think next time will be a little less chaotic because I'll know what to expect and kind of have a better plan and stuff going in, and just yeah, just I feel like it's something that for sure, if you're interested in this kind of thing, going once is great, but really going twice, going once to just learn the format and how everything works and location of everything and all that sort of stuff. And then yeah, I have every reason to believe that next year will be even better because I just have a much better understanding of how everything works and where to go and
Yeah.
that sort of thing. On the first day, there was a lot of time spent, or maybe even you could say wasted, on just trying to learn how everything is handled.
How much blood did BJ get on you while spooning?
None, because we didn't actually spoon, but
Sorry to.
yeah. Sorry to burst anyone's bubbles, but
I don't know.
so I didn't actually get any blood on me from BJ.
That's. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Eggs and ham. I know you were really
another
counting on that.
another person that I met down there that I actually talked to for quite a while was a gentleman that goes by the name of Chappie that works for Spyderco. Chappie, I don't know exactly what his title was, but I'm pretty sure he was like, say, head of marketing. And
Donkey Spirit Brother. Duh.
Donkey Spirit Brother, yes. But Chappie was a super nice guy, really cool guy. Certainly met him at the show, and then afterwards in the pit, we hung out and shot the shit for a while. A really cool guy, and he kind of let me in on a bunch of the new stuff coming from Spyderco, not just EDCs and blades, but a bunch of other things. So definitely a lot of really cool stuff coming from Spyderco. I'm pretty excited about that.
Did you think there was going to be more people there, or did you think it was more than you thought? There was more than you thought.
As far as the crowd was, I have no idea how many people there were. Saturday was certainly the busiest day for sure. Now, people that had been there multiple years, I heard several people say that attendance was down this year. But it was still busy on Saturday. I think maybe the other in past years, maybe like Saturday level of attendance was probably carried throughout all 3 days, where there was a noticeable difference from Friday, Saturday, and Sunday in the attendance level. But I wasn't really surprised about the number of people there. I was, however, surprised at just how big the whole facility is. Not just where Blade Show is, but the whole entire facility. It's very, very large. And you could easily spend you can easily spend all 3 days. I mean, if you actually took the time to go booth by booth and really look at everything, I don't think you could do it in the 3 day time frame. There's just enough booths set up that it's a lot. It's a whole lot. I mean, each day with my watch, it tracks your steps and all that. On Friday and Saturday, both days we walked over 10 miles. And all of that, I mean, well, with the exception of walking out to the truck. But yeah, there were miles walked inside the building.
Mm-hmm. What was your favorite one-off knife that you saw?
Favorite one-off knife.
And David said, great to meet you too, and sorry your better half wasn't there.
Yeah,
I'll be there sometime.
I think she'll probably come next year.
It was just bad timing for me and work.
Yeah, it was just, it wasn't that she didn't want to go. It's just the way things worked out. Favorite one-off knife. Honestly, I don't know. There was a couple. There was that one Koenig that sold for like $7,300. That thing was pretty cool.
Oh, Jared.
There were, I mean, when it comes to like those really fancy high-end art knives, I handled a handful of them that were, crazy. I got to handle a handful of new prototype Spydercos. Very, very cool stuff. You guys are going to be pumped on a few of the new models coming. There are some new lightweights coming that I think everyone is going to freak out about. So that's really cool.
Cool.
I'm not saying that it is or isn't coming, but I'm just saying there might be a Shaman lightweight. You never know. So.
Was it overwhelming? Justin doesn't get overwhelmed.
Yeah. I don't get overwhelmed, I guess, like some people do. But it's just the whole entire complex is very, very large. Like I said, I mean, it's, I travel a lot for work. I've been in a lot of different places and things, and I've seen a lot of stuff in my life. I was just, not overwhelmed. I was just surprised. I didn't expect the whole entire complex. And when I say the whole complex, I'm talking the shopping mall, the hotel, the convention center, and it's multiple floors, and it's a very very large sprawling complex that covers many acres. It's a big place, really big place.
No, it wasn't ignoring your question, Mikey. He's just rambling.
What? What's
What?
the question?
I just asked it.
Oh, okay.
Welcome, Blade Edge. Did
Yeah.
you get a first impression on the Jack Wolf knives?
I did. I went and checked out the Jack Wolf. For those that are not familiar with Jack Wolf knives, um, he's a guy that his name is Ben, and he's been on the Knife Junkie multiple times as of late, and he is designing and having manufactured by Riot some slip joint knives. And, slip joints are just not really my thing. I'm just not really into slip joints. I can appreciate them. And certainly the Jack Wolf knives, they look cool. It's just not really my thing. So I don't really necessarily have an opinion because to me, they are, he's trying to hit a price point like somewhere just under $300, like 275. And then by the time you pay shipping, hopefully it's going to be under 300. To me, that's just an insane amount of money to spend on a slip joint. I would rather spend, that money on something like this. But it's just a personal preference thing, guys that are into slip joints and like them, by all means, it's, everyone has, preferences. But to me, in my opinion of slip joints are, I can appreciate, to me, I like the old ones better. I appreciate more the historic value of the old ones than I do of mixing old school and new school, because I think we can all agree that a knife like this right here is much more convenient and useful than something that I have to two hand open. And so because we now have the technology and the materials and all that stuff to be able to make something like this, to me it's kind of pointless to make a slip joint. It's hipster stuff is what it is. You're making the whole thing just more convoluted, and for the experience of an old school feel, just buy an old school knife.
Yeah, there you go.
I mean, to me, it just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But again, I'm not the target demographic for it. Like, if that's your thing, by all means, go for it.
What is that?
This is the Tucson TS328. It's a brand new design from Tepe. M390 titanium liner lock. It's on double row ball bearings, ceramic bearings. Beautiful knife. Really, really good one.
No.
Definitely a cool one for sure.
Yeah, who's Seraphin is excited to go next year and can't wait and
Hell yeah.
all that, and said I was in that smaller room in Blade Show and I'm saying, what
Yeah.
the fuck is this? Then learn there's a bigger room.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and the smaller room was awesome. I mean, there was a ton of good stuff over there. And, yeah, but you had to walk around that big aisle or a big kind of half moon deal to get over to the big room. And, yeah, there was great stuff in both rooms. So, but yeah, like on the Jack Wolf knife thing, I appreciate what the guy's doing and more power to him. I mean, he's really passionate about it, and that's awesome. I mean, anytime somebody is really passionate about what they're doing and, are kind of pouring their heart and soul into it, I respect that by all means. So, I've got a huge amount of appreciation and respect for what he's doing. It's just not really my thing. So, there you go. What else you got?
I would want to hang with someone the whole time at Blade Show, but I hate to be a burden, so like I don't know what to tell you, Mikey.
What do you? Yeah, I mean it's all
Grab
good.
life by
Like
the
you
horns, boy.
yeah,
You're young.
you just go and just walk and go with a buddy or whatever, and you meet a ton of people and have a good time. And trust me when I tell you, like even if you went by yourself, like I mean I could go by myself and have a blast. But if you don't want to go by yourself, take a buddy with you or whatever, you're gonna meet a ton of people there. Um, and it's just a really good time. I mean, I met a ton of great people, and it was a lot of fun. Like I said, I wish I would have felt better because I was sick throughout the whole thing, which really sucked because I was so much, I just really wanted to have the best time ever, and I still had a ton of fun, but it would have been nice had I had not been sick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, you could take your mom. So just take your mom. This kid,
Or just
what's his
get
name?
a few buddies, and then, if
Yeah.
you want to take a break, I'm sure one of them's also going to want to take a break, and the
This
hotel will be cheaper, and it'll all work out.
this kid here, which I had not met him before, but I met him at Blade Show, Knife Dude. He's a young guy. I'm gonna guess he's probably like maybe 19, 20, something like that. I don't know
You're just a
exactly.
young whippersnapper.
Yeah, I mean, hell, he might even be 18. I don't know how old he is. But he's definitely young, and he was there with his mom. Um, and he runs a pass around group, I guess. Eggs, you know him, right? I'm pretty sure Eggs is in the pass around group with this knife dude. Um, I'm not sure. Like I said, I was not aware of him. Real nice kid.
He looks 12.
Yeah, he's very young looking. I think he's a little older than he looks.
Of
He
course
looks
there's-
very young.
There's going to be cute chicks there, Mikey.
Yeah, there were some cute chicks there. Faux
There's
show.
also some hoe asses.
That too.
You get all gamuts of
You,
the ladies.
you get it runs the gamut, man.
I think Knife Dude is like 17.
Okay, yeah.
His name is Justin, too.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Okay.
He has his
Nice.
own pass around, though. Yeah.
Yeah, and like I said, I mean, he's a really nice guy, and I met him, and we shot the shit a little bit, and was a cool guy. But he was there with his mom.
The most expensive part is travel and lodging. That's a fact. Split it, Mikey.
Yep.
He's on the ball. Yeah, he looks super young. Good for him.
Yeah. And he bought a super sweet Koenig Arius while he was down there. He was like a bluish silver twill show scale. It was beautiful. But
Cool.
but yeah, I mean it was a ton of fun. There was a kid there that got busted stealing knives.
Yeah,
That
that
was
was
quite
exciting.
quite the drama filled evening there, and he was actually staying in a hotel room with a couple of guys, and I'll leave it up to them to put it
Yeah.
out on their channel. But another YouTuber was kind enough to let this guy stay in a room with him. And then it turned out that guy ended up trying to steal knives from them. And he got caught. And so they did get their knives back. And then later that same night, he was down in the pit. And apparently he just said, screw it. And he was just going to go for it. And he just started pickpocketing people down in the pit and just taking their knives out of their pockets. But he got caught
Right,
doing that too. So
Yeah, he said not smart to steal from a place where everybody's carrying a knife.
yeah, exactly.
Right, pretty dumb, right?
Yeah, and he got hemmed up. So
He picked the wrong dude.
picked the wrong guys. Well,
I mean,
I would
any
have.
of you would have been the
If he
wrong
would have done
guy,
it to
but-
me, it would have been really the wrong guy. But because I would not have been nearly as nice as the guys were that it happened to. I mean, they were not happy about it, but they certainly were a hell of a lot nicer than what I would have been. That's for damn sure.
Oh, you're welcome, Todd. He said, I'm just so glad that we have channels like yours that post Blade show footage, and some of us will never see a Blade, so it's great to go through folks like you.
Yeah, and it was a ton of fun.
I heard a baby banter got stole. And then you mentioned the tweezers. There's
Yeah.
a lot of things that happened.
Yeah, there was a bunch of things that got stolen. There was actually a $10,000 one-off custom that got stolen off of a table, which is super messed up.
Yeah, Christopher,
And
we are.
yeah, pretty crazy. But as far as the Blade Show experience, I mean, for anyone that's capable of going, I would certainly encourage it. I think you'll have a better time than what you probably think you will going in. Everyone's just so laid back and super cool. Like there's nothing to be, gun shy about or whatever. You just go in and just have a good time. But it's pretty awesome and just a really good experience. And hell, if nothing else, even if you don't want to spend any money, I mean, you can go through and just visit all the booths and come home with the whole brand new wardrobe.
Right? That's what I'm talking about. That's the only reason I'm pissed I didn't go.
Free T-shirts.
He shared, but I mean, they could have all been mine.
They could have all been yours. Yeah. So, I encourage anyone to go. It's a whole lot of fun. And, if you plan it far enough in advance, I mean, yes, the travel expenses can be big, but it's not that terrible, as long as you're smart about it. So, like me, I didn't stay at the hotel that's attached to the complex. I stayed at a hotel that I have points with that I could get a free room at that was like a mile and a half down the road. Now, would it have been more convenient to have a hotel room that was attached to it? Absolutely. But the hotel that's attached to it's also pretty expensive every night. It's like, $300 to $400 a night kind of place.
Yeah, and we ain't made of money, boy.
Nope. So, going on a budget, doing the thing.
Sorry, pardon your language. What'd you say? You ain't got to pardon nothing of that sort in this chat.
Nope. So, well, are you about ready to wrap this up?
Yeah.
I got to pack my bags still. I still got a bunch of stuff I got to get cleaned up before I fly out tomorrow morning. But definitely go and check out Hellacious Blades. Dean and Jen, awesome people. Check out Dave Warren over at Tuya Knife. Sean Hassan at Tepe Designs. Awesome people. New stuff coming from Hogue and Demco.
And this one.
And
this one.
And that turd.
And this one, we're not playing the game. It just went to shit.
Oh, you're just
one.
pulling out shit knives.
And then this one.
That's the Daleka.
Yeah.
Yeah. She went and grabbed a bunch of trash.
Mm-hmm. That's trash?
No, not really.
I was gonna say.
That's just a budget knife. I mean,
it ain't trash.
It's a micarta Tucson in D2. So, yeah. But, really awesome time. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the just talking and hanging out. We are still going to try to do a live tomorrow evening. For those that want to come check it out, I'm not making any promises because I'm going to be in a hotel many states away. But we're going to try and make it happen. We'll put a post up about it, and it'll be Molly and I both, and it might just be a short little show. We don't know yet exactly what it'll be, but we're going to try and make it happen. So.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
How it goes.
Yep. Right on. So go check out the new CMEs and all that stuff. Go check out the knife sale that we posted up.
Take
go buy a knife.
Bottle so you don't have a pee extraction.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, go and check out the knife sale. Go buy a knife. I need to sell a bunch of junk.
Yeah.
Everything we lowered the price on a bunch of stuff, so now's the time to get her done.
It's good prices. Go check her out.
Yeah.
Lots of goodies left.
A whole bunch of stuff. So anyway, we will definitely see you guys next time. Sorry for the crazy weeks here recently, but between work and fun and going to Blade Show and whatnot, it's been a little bit chaotic, a little bit hectic. So, yeah.
Yeah.
You got anything else you need to say?
No, my back hurts.
Yeah, my throat is hurting as well. So, all right, guys. Hopefully, y'all have a wonderful rest of your weekend. We will see some of you tomorrow night, I'm sure. Like I said, it'll be a short little show, but we'll do the best we can. Yeah, hit us up if you got any comments or questions or whatever. info@ocdforedc.com. Email us. If you're interested in any of the stuff that we have on the knife sale, email us there. We'll get you taken care of. So,
yeah. Do it to them.
Right on.
I did.
All right, guys. We're going to talk to you later. Have a good night.
Okay, bye.
Bye.